Yo, it's your boy, Theo. We're doing a video on Darkside Phil. He has done a pointless drama vlog again. It's not a coincidence. He does a lot of drama vlogs by the end of the year at this point. I think it's a yearly thing, so I'm interested in seeing what's next year's drama vlog is going to be. Because last year he had the swatting, copyright strikes, contract renegotiation, and a three-pronged plan, whatever. And now he's gonna be homeless. He did that video. Then he did another vlog about his Patreon. And now he's doing one about an important update. Streaming changes, copyright, and business status. Now, I'll be frank, I'll be honest here. I am very curious to see his streaming changes, because I think but the only thing I'm kind of worried about when he says streaming changes is that this sounds like the other time he said he's going to be doing streaming changes. I remember last year he said, oh, I'm not going to stream as much, and then he never really changed that. He just kept streaming, so we'll see how true he's going to stick to that. But let's see. I don't know what copyright is, but let's see. Let's watch this and find out together.
What's going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here. It is November 6th.
I love how he still has the Deadpool beanie behind him. Like, get that out of there. It looks so weird. And it's kind of distracting.
2016. And a few things that I wanted to cover in a quick vlog that I'm filming here tonight before I jump into another session of gaming for the day during this very busy fall gaming season. In regards to some updates on what's been going on with my business recently. In regards to some changes that are coming to my business as soon as in just a couple days. And also regarding the holidays.
A couple of days. I thought he said he won't do these changes until next year. Now it's a couple of days? Okay.
Because the holidays are about to hit. And every single year I do some stuff during the holidays that's a little bit different than how I do get YouTube coverage and stuff during the course of the regular year. And I want to talk a little bit about that to get the information out there so that people can get excited and start working on stuff, okay?
Okay.
So, allow me to... Cord's smacking my leg here. Allow me to start by giving everyone a very brief update about what's going on with my business and some changes that are going to happen right away, alright? For those of you who don't know, I mean, you must not have been paying attention to this channel very often. You must not have been listening to any of my pre-streams for the past couple of months.
If they don't know and they weren't paying attention to this channel, then what's the chances of them watching this video on this channel that they haven't been watching? And how... Really, we're gonna hear this again? Well, my views are declining, fucking YouTube! Come on.
About a month ago, I announced that my business wasn't doing so well. For whatever reason, it seems that YouTube is saying that I'm getting less views than I usually would at the end of the year, less views than I've had ever in the past, and there's no explanation for it because people are showing up and enjoying things like the live streams. I'm getting higher engagement rates than I've had in a long time, meaning more likes, less dislikes, more people are watching for a longer period of time. It's all the things that YouTube tells you is good in their data analytics, yet they're telling me that overall my views are down, which makes no sense. And because of that, my profit has been down, alright? As of last month, about a month.
Oh, the profit is down, but I hope he says his profit's going up because of the ad revenue, because he's been, like, really stoking that. He's been really, like, excited about his money that he's been getting in. Now he's back to being depressed about it. Okay.
Ago when I first revealed this to everyone, I was nervous that I was even going to be able to pay my bills for the month and that I was going to be able to do this as a YouTube job long term, simply because of the big declines. I didn't know what was going on, and I basically appealed to you, the viewers, for feedback.
I appealed to you guys. No, you fucking begged. You begged and whined about getting money. That's what you did. Okay.
Tons of feedback since then, from as little as it is some kind of an algorithm change with YouTube and there's not much you could do about it. Certain views aren't counting anymore because if you don't watch for a certain amount of time, it doesn't record as a view, which by the way is bullshit, and I do want to mention this. Basically, it's a way for YouTube to make profit.
It's not bullshit. It's better because you get to see when people check out. Like, you much rather you want people to stick around your video and watch it from start to finish. If they're not going all the way to the finish, then your video, either they don't have time and they might go back to it, or they are just fucking bored. They're like, oh, okay, I'm bored, and leave. And you'll know why they're bored. But for Phil, he can't think that. It's always, oh, it's ADD. It's this. They don't have attention span anymore. It's not that they don't have attention spans. It's just that when they watch a video, they want to be sure that they're committing their time to the right thing.
While cheating the content creator, because when you think about it,
How is that cheating the content creator if they're making more money? Like, how do they make more money if they don't they need people to finish the video as well? Isn't it in their best interest for them to do that? But whatever.
when you first play a YouTube video, what's the first thing you see? An advertisement. So
Oh,
regardless
okay.
of how actually long you watch that YouTube video, you've already watched the ad, and therefore YouTube already got the ad revenue for that advertisement. So if YouTube is saying, oh, well,
But you have an ads-based contract. You're not paid by views anymore. What is it, Phil? Are you paid by views or are you paid by ads? You said you didn't care about views because you're paid by ads. But now, you're not getting paid by ads? But you were just on like a fucking like jerk-off over how you're getting paid more through ads. But you're not getting, but the views matter, but they don't matter. But the ads matter, but the ads don't matter. The ads go to YouTube, but they don't... What the fuck? We're 2 minutes in, and he's telling us 5 different stories in 2 minutes. That's an exaggeration, obviously, guys. Calm down.
if you only watch a video for 20% of it, let's say, or 30% of the length of the video, it shouldn't count as a view. That's bullshit, because they already made their ad revenue, because they play the ad...
But you make money through ad revenue. You're not paid by views. Oh my god, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
So there should be zero criteria by which YouTube judges if a view is a view. If your video plays at all, it should be a fucking view. It should count towards your video, and you should get credit for it if you have advertisement revenue on the video. Right now, YouTube's not doing that. They're literally robbing people, and I don't know how it's legal, because I really don't think it is, but I'm certainly no lawyer, and I couldn't take them to court for it.
I'm no lawyer. I can't take him to court because I don't have the money, but I know what they're doing is illegal on their own website where people can... Oh my god, I don't even want to fucking... Oh,
because I don't have enough money. But I digress. Whatever's happened with YouTube, it looks like things aren't going so well for my business. So I announced this a month ago, and I said, you know, there's ways that you can help. You can disable ad blocker.
But you're not paid by ad revenue, though. I thought I thought you're paid by views now. Oh, now ad revenue matters, but if people have ad blocker, then how do they get ad revenue if they have ad blocker anyway? So, what? He just said how the ad revenue goes to YouTube, but now he's like, well, now if you turn off ad blocker, I get the ad revenue. So you get ad revenue. What are we supposed to believe, Phil? What are we supposed to believe in this video? We're 3 minutes in, and we already have, like, conflicting information in the same video.
When you watch my videos, you could pledge to my Patreon, and a lot of people did a lot of that stuff, because I could tell you, since I made that initial video about a month ago, a few things have happened. Number one, my ad revenue is up, okay?
Dude, you're kidding? You're telling me that begging for money works? Professional homeless man, guys. Man.
Now, it could be that it's because people disabled ad blocker, like I asked, and so I'm just making more ad revenue by default because people are watching and...
But I thought YouTube makes the ad revenue. I thought YouTube is stealing your money through ad revenue. Now you're making money off ad revenue? What is it? Which one is it, Phil? Like, oh my god. Like, again, we're near 4 minutes, and he's contradicting his story. Okay.
Not blocking the ads. Number two, it could be that YouTube ad revenue is up right now because it's the end of the year and it's the holidays. It could be a combination of both, but I can tell you right now, at least from what I'm seeing, okay?
Okay.
What I'm making right now, compared to what I was making just 1 to 2 months ago, is much better. Now, it's not great. It's not, oh my god, a whole flip for the business, and now I'm making excessive amounts of money. It's not. It's just.
But you make it sound like it is, though. Every pre-stream, he's like, he sounds very happy. He doesn't, like, look at the pre-streams before he made that begging video, and look at the pre-streams now. It's night and day. Like, but now he's really happy. Okay.
Just at least on par to somewhere where I can pay my freaking bills on a monthly basis, okay? So, if I could keep it up at the level that I've been keeping it up, that's good news, alright? So that is a good positive update. Now, that could change at any time. The one problem that I'm actually having right now is that YouTube's data is not updating properly. What's supposed to happen is every day YouTube records your views and then records the ad revenue, and it reports that to you. Right now, it's not doing that at all. What it's doing is, like, it's staggering in chunks of 5 to 10 days where the data will all be completely outdated, and then all of a sudden, all the data will backload in. That's not how it's supposed to work, but apparently YouTube screwed something up, and it's taking them forever to get their data. So at least going off of what I can see, which at this point is almost 5 days delayed, it looks like things are going all right.
Man, everything about him is delayed. Delayed inputs, delayed YouTube statistics. Man, Delayed.
It could change. It could be the next update that loads, it's nothing. Or it could be the next update that loads, I made a ton of money. Who knows? Because you never know because you're staggered for so many days. It sucks that their supposedly live reporting improvements don't actually work.
You don't work.
So, that all being said, I'm feeling positive, and I'm hoping that things are going to continue on a positive trend. Alright. But, that also being said, I do want to say this. Thank you to those who were big patrons to mine in the month of October. However, a lot of people, as I suspected, they pledged in October big amounts, right? We're going to be having an Indies Marathon at the end of this month because
Indies
of
Marathon,
that, which I'm excited
guys.
for.
And
by the way, if you were a
man.
patron in October, you have been upgraded at this point on the kingofhate.com forum, so please go start nominating indie games and posting up your questions for my Ask the King show.
So far, Hotline Miami 2 is winning the nomination, so I'm very excited. There's one stage in Hotline Miami 2 that I fucking raged at. I couldn't beat it. I had to get my friend to help me beat it because it's the only one that I have trouble with consistently. It's the one where you're like trying to sneak into like a military base or something, or not. Well, maybe not sneaking, obviously, but you're trying to go into a military base. There's a lot of enemies off screen you can't see, so he's gonna have a lot of fun with that. So I'm excited.
But a lot of people lowered their pledges. They gave up maybe a bigger pledge that 1 month, and then they lowered it. So what we need to do now, for me to continue to do this, is we need more people to step up and kind of pledge small amounts.
More people to step up. Come on, guys, step up again. Like, let's hear that again.
Indie games and posting up your questions for my Ask the King show. But a lot of people lowered their pledges. They gave up maybe a bigger pledge that 1 month, and then they lowered it. So what we need to do now, for me to continue to do this, is we need more people to step up and kind of pledge small amounts to replace those larger pledges that have now been.
I love how he has to tell everyone how to donate. Like, it's not like donate whenever you want. It's like, again, like, this is the kind of relationship that if I ever open a Patreon, I would not want this relationship with my patrons. And no one actually wants this relationship. You should not want this relationship with your fans. That you want them to donate at a certain time. You gotta tell them when to donate. You gotta tell them how much to donate and how much they need to replace and all this stuff. So like basically, he wants. Let's go to his Patreon. If you go to his Patreon, he wants this basically to stay there. So he's like, okay, so when it drops, be sure it stays at this amount or whatever amount he's looking for. So instead of like looking for 12.20, 10.25, well, I guess it's 12.50, right? It's as he keeps saying, like, oh yeah, keep it there. Don't let it go down too low. Keep giving me your money. Keep giving them to me. Just ignore that the rewards are shit. Just keep giving me money.
Decline. So please don't think that just because I had 1 month of great Patreon response that I'm out of the woods. I'm not. If every month you get people stepping up, pledging $1, $5, that's what's going to allow me to keep doing this full term. All right, I do appreciate.
Again, he has to tell everyone how to donate to his Patreon and how much to donate. They can't make these decisions on their own with their own money. They have to have this guy tell them how to donate, how to spend their money.
The one giant surge, but that it can't just be one surge and then trails off. It has to be kind of trying to keep it maintaining at that great level. So hopefully we can do it, all right?
Hopefully, right, guys?
Now, let's talk a little bit about changes, because there's two critical changes to my business that I'm going to make almost immediately. One of them I've already done, and I'm going to continue to roll this change out, so allow me to explain.
Okay.
Last year, if you
guys, let him explain. Calm down. Put your fucking hands down, guys. Calm down. He's gonna explain to us the changes.
Remember, I unfortunately had to make lots of videos private and or unlisted on YouTube.
Oh
because
shit!
Of false copyright claims against my channel. Now, was it copyright claims because the game makers were?
Oh no! Oh, he's going to name drop the detractors, guys. Oh hell yeah!
Impersonated? No, it was for artwork, fan art, stupid stuff that makes absolutely no.
Stupid stuff. Fan art is stupid stuff. Wow. Thumbs up for you, Phil.
No sense. You know, people would make fan art with me and superimpose my face over, you know, a character from a video game or whatever. And I would use that as like a pre-stream or as something that I would show between commercial breaks. And unfortunately, a lot of people filed false copyright claims against the artwork and YouTube because of its way that it used to.
But maybe it's the people who made the artwork that are putting in these copyright strikes. I mean, I'm not going to say that all of them are legit in that way, but if I made artwork, let's say I made artwork for Phil, and I put that, I give it to him, and then I'm like, no, I don't want my artwork to be associated with Phil anymore. I don't want that. So I would ask for, I would just flag the video, that way. But I mean, fortunately for him, I did not give him any artwork because by the time I finish fan art of him, I'll probably be like 50.
Process copyrights, it used to be you're guilty until proven innocent. So I got a ton of copyright strikes and or copyright issues against my channels because of it, to the point where I was in desperate threat of having my channel shut down. So I had to make a ton of videos that all included fan art and templates and all kind of stuff like that. I had to make them either all private or delete them completely in order to defend myself against this attack. The good news is, two things. Number one, since that happened last year, the last time it happened was September of 2015 was the last time I had a false copyright strike against me. I've had no further false copyright strikes. I've had no issue whatsoever with copyright in over a year. That's a good thing.
Now, don't take my word for this, but I heard someone say that they did the artwork for the Ask the King, so they could strike that, but I think the person said that there's no point. He doesn't want to do that, so I think don't quote me on that. Don't hold me to that. But that's my
Number two, since then, other YouTubers who were much bigger than me had the same issues as me. Basically, people were filing false copyright strikes against them. They were impersonating companies and stuff that they were using, you know, video clips in under fair use law. They should have been protected, but YouTube was flagging them and giving them copyright strikes, saying, "Oh, well, you know, guilty until proven innocent," which is bullshit. In the U.S. court of law, it's innocent until proven guilty. Therefore, you have to operate your business like that, or else you're actually violating the law. Whatever.
But the reason why it works on YouTube is because it's a necessary evil. Because if you have a video service, I've said this multiple times, but if you let's say Phil hosted YouTube, let's say that he created YouTube, and all that, and he operates with this practice. So DreamWorks or any other company that sees that, hey, that YouTube video is violating my copyright, so I'm gonna fucking sue the channel. And I'm gonna not the channel. I'm gonna sue the website that it's on. So Phil will have to deal with that lawsuit, and then another company could see another person upload a video that might break the copyright and sue YouTube again. Because again, when you have like a company that has a lot of money, like Google, and they have a system like YouTube, and let's say that they operate with this, where YouTube takes all the legal responsibility that Phil wants, every company on the planet is gonna go after Google, for sure, because they'll see it as easy money. Because, oh look, copyright infringement, and YouTube Google doesn't want to fucking deal with this. This is a necessary evil. It's unfair, but that's how it has to be for this video service to continue. Otherwise, it's not gonna thrive at all. So there you go.
YouTube thinks it can do whatever it wants, right? The good news is, in the past year, because other higher profile YouTubers than me have had massive issues with YouTube copyright, YouTube has changed their copyright system, okay?
They changed their copyright system? They did? Really? Because last I heard about this, didn't he also talked about this. He said it wasn't that much of a change. Because yeah, they didn't really change. All it did was that it would keep the money. It would turn off monetization, but the money would not go to anyone. It would just go into these little side plays until the copyright strike is settled, and then it'll go back to whoever wins that settlement. That's how they changed it months ago. But according to Phil, that didn't fix anything. But now it fixes everything. Okay, but remember, YouTube does not listen to the YouTube viewer. Even though they did. But okay, they don't listen.
Basically, the way it works now is you have to provide more evidence that you are the legal copyright holder of something before you can file a copyright claim against anyone. Alright? In addition, YouTube now actually accurately reviews copyright claims. They don't just automatically have a computer apply them anymore. Thank God, because that was the dumbest fucking thing.
No, they still have that. They still have that computer, Phil. I've gotten copyright claimed before. During this change, it's still a thing. No, you're wrong. You're wrong, Phil. You're wrong about that.
Possible. I mean, I don't know how they thought they weren't going to get sued out of their own ass by having a robot auto-apply a copyright claim without a human ever looking at it. But now, apparently, humans are actually looking at copyright claims. And
no. The human only comes in when someone appeals it, or whatever. I mean, it's not that much of a change, but they added a system in place to make it more, diplomatic, I guess.
Reviewing them on a case-by-case basis before they instate the claim. So I know this because there's a few YouTubers this year who I've been kind of following, and they had these copyright claims put against them, and instead of actually getting a claim against them, they received a notice saying, FYI, just so you know, this party tried to put a copyright claim against you, but once we reviewed the case, we realized, no, you're under fair use. Therefore, we don't believe that's the case, and your video is fine. Don't worry about it, but we want to give you the information that someone is trying to tell you that you're stealing their content, and we don't believe it's true.
Okay, sure.
That is a huge effing improvement, man. Like, why that wasn't in place to begin with?
But I thought YouTube are assholes. They don't listen to anyone. Phil, should they on YouTube, or are we sucking their dick? What are you doing, Phil?
It really seems to me that YouTube was a business where they set up what it is, and then afterwards, once they realized how popular it was, oh, now we'll try to fix all the legal loopholes that we created by not having any protections or proper processes in place in regards to copyright law or DMCA or anything. Again, how they didn't get sued into oblivion, I don't know, because they would lose pretty much
because they put the responsibility of that on the channel and the company and the party's interest. So if a company wants to say this is fair use, they have the power to do so, because that's within their rights, because it's their property.
Court case against them.
Oh, whatever.
I don't get it. But apparently there are now safeguards in place. So what that means is that I can feel free to use fan art, to use templates, to kind of bring back all that stuff that I used to do that made everything I did more interactive and feel more like a fun community.
Yeah, sure.
It can come back now. It's been over a year. I haven't been able to use a single piece of fan art. I haven't been able to use any templates for anything. Nothing. It's been dead for a year like that because of the false copyright bullshit against me. The loophole apparently has been closed. So,
okay.
What I've done this week in particular, I made public a playlist that normally I had made private last year to protect myself. It's the Pokemon Omega Ruby playthrough. So that's good, right? Because people right now are very anticipating of Pokemon Moon and Sun, which are both coming out on Friday of this week. And yes, I will be doing a playthrough of Pokemon Moon. But people wanted kind of a lead-in, and I said, hey, guess what? I made Pokemon Omega Ruby public. You can check it out. So there's two ways you can find that. If you just go on YouTube and you search DSP Gaming Pokemon Omega Ruby playthrough, it'll come up. Or,
of course, he has to explain this to his fans who watch his videos. They have to understand that.
If you want it even easier than that, go to thekingofhate.com, my website. On the very top, there's a playlists tab. Click on that, and then a search comes up. You could type any game I've ever...
Or you could go to his YouTube channel, that on YouTube, and then search the playlist that way. But, okay, that works too.
Ever played on YouTube into the search, and it will come up. I kid you not. Any game from DSP Gaming, from Darkside Phil, you could look for DSP Tries It videos, you could look for anything on there, it'll bring it up. So, type in Pokemon Omega Ruby, playthrough will be live, and you'll be able to watch it, okay? Now, there were many other playthroughs that went private last year when this all happened, including, I believe it was my Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask playthrough, my coverage of the Monster Hunter that I did early last year.
Okay.
In particular, the one that most people have asked for is Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, because I did a full playthrough of the game with full voice acting. You tell me of one other YouTuber who fully voice acted all the lines of that game. You won't find one.
I can probably find one if I looked hard enough, but I know other YouTubers that do voice acting for their games. Not big ones. There's one, I think it's like T-Bap Plays. I think they play games. They do voice acting there sometimes, but whatever.
Alright, I was the one person who went above and beyond with that freaking playthrough. And it really pained me to have to make that one private because I knew that all the work and effort that I had put into it and people wanted to see it. Well, they're all still private, FYI. The only one I've made public is Pokemon Omega Ruby. Because the last thing I want to do is open the floodgates and make everything public and then something else goes wrong. Okay, I want to take it step by step, little by little. I'm not saying that I'm accepting fan art at this point because I'm not. I'm just trying to go baby steps. Okay. Alright, so... right now, you can watch Pokemon Omega Ruby.
So then what was the point of mentioning this? So like, oh yeah, the potential of this becoming a thing again. Why not just say like, look, you can submit fan art if you want. And just so you know, if you submit fan art, I'll own it and it'll be mine. So that way, people can send false copyright strikes, whatever he wants to say, any legal mumbo jumbo. And say like, and I'll put it in a little like file folder on my computer, and I'll save that for future videos or whenever I decide to do fan art or whatever. So that way people can submit fan art, and you can like be like, oh cool, I got fan art, and then you can save it for a later date or whatever. But no, let's see.
It's a great way to prepare for my Pokemon Moon playthrough that's going to start this Friday, okay? And what I'm planning on doing is as we move further into maybe, say, later this year, early next year, maybe every once in a while, I'll announce, I made this one public now, I made this one public. I mean, obviously, Majora's Mask would be a great one for me to make public as we're leading into the new Zelda game coming out next year, which, by the way, apparently was delayed again. It's not coming out with the launch of the Nintendo Switch, which is hilarious.
Oh no, a game is being delayed to be made better. Oh my god. Who fucking cares? How is it hilarious? South Park got delayed, and you didn't laugh out there like, yeah, South Park got delayed. That means that they got more time and effort. Oh, Zelda got delayed. Wow, what fucking idiots, dude. Come on.
Because that was the whole reason everyone was going to fucking buy one.
They could still buy a Switch for that reason. Okay.
Yeah, it could be a good idea to maybe release these slowly over time and make sure that everything's okay with them before I just release the floodgates and start using fan art and doing everything again. Alright, so that's the deal. Right now, you can check out Pokemon Omega Ruby, and more of those playthroughs that went private last year are probably going to be going public in the near future, thanks to YouTube finally fixing their broken fucking copyright system. Hallelujah! Alright. Now, here's another major change that's going to happen right away, okay?
Right away, guys.
Live streaming. I have live streamed since 2013, okay?
Okay.
The way that I live stream is incredibly different from the way that most people live stream. As you know, when I live stream, I barely interact with stream chat whatsoever. The reason being is very simple. Because when I'm live streaming, I'm also recording that playthrough to upload to YouTube. So if I were constantly addressing the stream chat and constantly taking away from the game to respond to stream chat comments and everything, it takes away, the playthrough would be degraded, the playthrough would be less
Let's do that again.
The stream chat, recording that playthrough to upload to YouTube. So if I were constantly addressing the stream chat and
rewind that more.
stream, as you know, when I live stream, I barely interact with stream chat whatsoever. The reason being is very simple, because when I'm live streaming, I'm also recording that playthrough to upload to YouTube. So if I were constantly addressing the stream chat and constantly taking away from the game to respond to stream chat comments and everything, it takes away, the playthrough would be degraded, the playthrough would be less quality.
Yeah, but like, you kind of already do that, because when you watch your playthrough, Phil, when there's long periods of silence, when there's when the game's loaded and all that, and when there's long periods of silence, people can put together that you were doing something on stream chat. If you look at his Dark Souls 2 or 1 playthrough, one of those two, where he had face cam, you can definitely tell when he's looking at stream chat constantly, because he's like, this and that, and he does mention stream chat from time to time in his videos, but the thing is that, again, the whole thing that he's not getting with streaming is that he can use streaming to show the raw gameplay live, and then when he uploads it to YouTube, he can edit the boring stuff out, or the stuff where he talks about stream chat or whatever, find a way to make it a happy middle, and have better playthroughs that way. Because a lot of people use because the whole purpose of streaming is to, like, see someone, do something live. Like, if I do a drawing stream, it's obviously not going to be sped up. It's going to be me actually doing the drawing and this and that. And, I might have music playing, so you might be entertained by the music. Or I might talk and be like, oh, okay, guys, whatever, this and that. And then, I might also record that footage of me drawing and then just kind of speeding it up. Throwing into something else completely, all that kind of stuff. That's the whole point of streaming, is to give you these, this option, basically. But he's not using it that way. And the way he's using it, it's fucking dumb, because because it doesn't encourage people to go watch the stream and the videos. If he did it the way that I'm saying he should do it, people would watch the stream, like, oh, okay, cool, and then they get hyped for watching it recorded, because they get to see, or not recorded, but they see the playlist on YouTube, because they get to see stuff that he edited out, stuff that he added in, maybe, all that kind of stuff, but he's never gonna do that. So, yeah, it's too late for him to. If he ever did that, it'd be too late, and I don't think it'd be that entertaining after seeing his editing on KOGaming.
And it would be not focused at all on the game or gameplay. It would be focused on the stream chat. Now, there's plenty of people who do live streaming like that, and they're very successful. That's not how I want to conduct my business, and I think that if I were to do that quite honestly, those who don't attend my live streams would be incredibly turned off and not watch my content anymore, because I've been here since 2008, and since then, my whole intention is to play the game, focus on the game, represent to you what the game is like for the average gamer, not to fucking interact with the stream chat and have a big social event, alright? My streams are not social events.
But they are social events. Because you're playing a game live, having a community that can talk amongst themselves live during your streams. Those are social events. Video games, believe it or not, are a form of social events. Yeah, you can play by yourself and not have friends around you, but you are still participating in a social thing when you do a multiplayer game or whatever. But, I guess it's not completely social events, but when you add live streaming, it becomes a social event, because you are streaming for the public.
Let's face it, they're not. Like, a lot of streamers, the reason you come out to watch the stream, it doesn't matter what game they're playing, it doesn't matter if they're on the toilet taking a shit, you would still attend the stream because you like the person, the social...
Yeah, oh yeah, I would definitely go see Mega64 take a shit, okay? Totally, guys. Totes, man.
Interaction. But that's not why I live stream. Alright? It's just not, and that's not what I'm planning on ever doing. So, that being said, the streaming that I do is that I do. The streaming that I perform, let's say it that way, is solely as a fan interaction and...
Fan interaction, but he doesn't interact with his fans! What kind of interaction is that? What? It's completely fan interaction that I don't interact with. Okay.
Fans
we know he does interact with his fans just to ban them. There you go.
Service. I don't do it for me. It doesn't add to the quality of the video I'm making. I do it for you. And I know that there are hundreds, or not, if not more, people out there who enjoy attending my live streams on a daily basis. And the bottom line is, for the last several years, I have live streamed pretty much daily, every single day, at least one stream a day, with a few exceptions here or there, days when I'm busy with other stuff or I'm playing offline for whatever reason. But for the most part, everything I do ends up being live streamed since 2013, okay? Now, this was a huge change. Before then, everything was offline, everything was recorded previously and uploaded, and then I would be able to just basically see your reactions via this YouTube comments and social media interaction and stuff like that, forum posts, rather than seeing a live stream who directly reacted live to the stuff that was going on in the gameplay. So it was a big change, okay?
Okay.
But ultimately, here's what I think has happened. This is my honest opinion based off of your feedback from last month when I said my business isn't doing so well. A lot of people seem to have come out and said, Phil, I think what's going on is this. It's very simple. You stream every day, right? Every day, how many people are on a stream? Well, if I'm doing a new release, you could get anywhere upwards 500 to 1,000 viewers, if not more. There's some times this year when I did the PlayStation VR, I had over 1,500 people on my stream, which is very, very rare when I ever get that many people, okay?
Okay.
When I do a new release, there's a lot of people, right? And those people probably watch me cover games and new releases or whatever, and then never come back. They just watch the first few minutes. Okay, now I know what that game is, and they're gone, right?
Gone. They're gone, man.
But if I continue to live stream that playthrough, let's say you got 300-400 people who keep coming back every day and watch the playthrough on stream. That's a significant amount of views that I'm not getting on YouTube. Now you may say, well, Phil, that's just 300-400 views. Well, no, it's not.
Because why would they watch the game again on YouTube? See, this is that's the thing he's not getting. It's that when you watch the live stream, there's no reason ever to go to his recorded playthroughs on YouTube. There's no reason for it because you've already seen it. When you see it live streamed, you already seen the playthrough. If he edited the videos, people would watch it because that's a reason to watch a playthrough, because you get to see it edited, changed, you know, maybe a little more quicker, better pace than the live stream. Because the live stream, you're seeing them play the game live.
Because what you got to remember is, let's say I'm playing a 3.5-hour stream. So I put out 7-8 videos, okay, times the amount of people who were on the stream. So when I'm on the stream, that's what? You know, for just the sake of argument, let's say 300 people. 300 people times 8 is 2,400 views that I didn't get that day because I ran the live stream instead of playing the videos on YouTube, right? So the bottom line is, I'm not doing streaming for profitability at all. In fact, I make almost nothing live streaming. It's always been fan service. So I'm actually losing out doing it. A lot of people have expressed that since I've live streamed, that sadly the quality of the commentary and the videos that I make has gone down a bit because I'm a little bit distracted by the stream chat, and especially in certain games, there's spoilers and stuff in the stream chat that spoil me. I have to agree.
Yes,
there.
yes, but then you get emails about it. Someone told them on Twitter, "Oh, the game's 30 hours long, Phil." Yeah, okay.
A lot of times, people do try to spoil purposely just to be dicks and stuff like that.
Like the people who spoiled the Sorrow in MGS3. Those people were mega dicks. Come on.
So it is what it is, right? I mean, yes and no. It's true in some cases. It's not true in others. Because here's the thing. People always assume now that I'm always constantly being spoiled by stream chat or having my hand held by stream chat, which is hilarious because...
But you get emails. Like, you had an email when you were playing Banjo-Kazooie. Come on, fuck off. And you also look up guides. You look up guides. I mean, look, you know what, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with looking at walkthroughs or guides. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't say that it's intrinsically wrong, but it's wrong when you fake figuring it out. Like, it's so obvious when Phil gets his handheld because he does these cheesy aha! Like it's when I play a game, I don't even do that. I mean, I do that kind of ironically because I think it's fucking stupid when you're playing a game where it's like, aha! Like, you know, come on, really? Come on, get out of here.
Just recently, as you know, I haven't been live streaming everything at night. I've been doing nighttime sessions of games People have been accusing me at times when I'm doing good in a game, right? Oh my god, Phil's actually doing really well in this boss fight, or he's doing really well at this puzzle. Oh, Phil must have had his handheld in the stream chat. But I wasn't live streaming when I recorded that.
Yeah, he probably got his handheld somewhere else. Be it he watched a walkthrough, read a playthrough, a fan slave emailed him. So he has three other ways to get his handheld. But since people say stream chat, he thinks that's they meant literally stream chat. But they probably mean like handheld entirely, because his hand is being held completely. Like, look at how he played back, 8 years ago on YouTube, and like, it's amazing how he doesn't see how people can still claim that his hand's being held regardless if he's streaming or not.
It's hilarious because, you get these dopes.
Dopes!
Literally have to...
Dopes! Insulting random people. Good game. Yes.
Come to shit on me anytime that I do anything positive, right? Or I'm doing well. Has to be because someone told me or I got spoiled or something. When in reality...
Because it's so obvious! You make it obvious that you get your hand held. Nothing feels legitimate about half the things that you find out, you figure out. Because when there's a game that, like, in Grand Theft Auto 5, he didn't figure out that he had to buy the shotgun. like, come on. Really? Okay.
I wasn't even live streaming during those periods. So all this being said, live streaming is great, but does it necessarily fit in with my style of video? Not necessarily. And I don't think that live streaming every single thing that I do...
I'm sorry, this coffee I'm drinking, like, when you get near the bottom, like, it gets very powdery. Very powdery. So, that's my only complaint with this coffee that I'm drinking. It's a chocolate coffee. Okay? Check it out. It's pretty good.
Is working out. In fact, if you don't even realize this, in the past year, I've actually significantly decreased the amount that I live stream. I used to live stream 8 hours a day. I was live streaming like 5 hours earlier, and then 2 to 3 hours later. It was ridiculous. The amount I was live streaming Ask the King. I was live streaming the Weekend Preview.
But that's so cool, though. Honestly, I wish he did live stream Ask the King. The Weekend Preview, that technically doesn't need to be live streamed, so that's fine. But Ask the King should have been live streamed. That should be live streamed, because then you get questions from Patreon, forums, Twitter, and live stream. You get like, and I guess emails as well if he does email questions. But it'd be so cool, so much better if he live streamed that. That would be a cool live streaming event. But he won't. This I gotta capture. This is a great freeze frame, guys. I'm really happy with this one.
I live streamed every single video that I put on YouTube, pretty much for no reason. There was no reason for everything to be live streamed, but people were like, we want to see it, right? But now that I see the amount of time it takes to set up a stream...
Oh, fuck off with that. That's so... Dude, the only time that it gets annoying when I have to stream on YouTube is that setting it up is a little cumbersome when I... Look, on OBS, I stream on, like, Twitch, sometimes Picarto.tv, and I started doing YouTube. YouTube is a little bit more complicated with that. They don't give you just a simple stream key that you can just put into OBS and then that's it. It's this weird fucking, like, thing to get the YouTube site on working with it and OBS. It's a little annoying, but you can easily, but it's not to the point where, oh man, I don't know what the fuck to do, but it's a little time consuming with that, to be fair. So I kind of see where it's coming from, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, it takes me like, what, 2 minutes? Like, oh no, I have to take like 2 to maybe 5 minutes at most to get a stream set up.
The amount of work that it takes to make sure it's consistent, it's not fluctuating. Just perfect example, today, I'm live streaming Watch Dogs 2. And as I'm live streaming, people are saying, well, YouTube's still working, but for some reason, Phil's website, thekingofhate.com, went down, and now half of us can't watch the stream anymore because we were watching on the website. So now as I'm playing the game, I'm looking at this, and I'm distracted at this, and I know that I'm missing stuff in the game, and or maybe my commentary isn't as good as it could be because I'm incredibly distracted by what's going on because the stream isn't going according to plan or whatever.
Did that happen? Did his website go down during that stream? I'm very curious to see if that was true, but I'll never know.
And that's the kind of stuff that I think takes away. All right. In addition, I think that if I live stream every single day, it basically takes away the special feeling of live streaming, right? Think of it this way. Everything in moderation. It's good to have ice cream every once in a while because it's great. It's a treat that you have. But if you have ice cream every single day, it loses its appeal, right? Because it's there every day. It gets taken for granted. It's not a special treat. It's something that you get every single day.
I love it when he talks like that his viewers are little like dogs or whatever. Like, with live streaming, it's a treat. It's a special treat for you, okay? I mean, it's a treat. Be sure to come to the stream if you want a nice little treat and all this stuff. Like, it's weird. I mean, it's not as bad as like how he treats Patreon. His Patreon is the most that he treats his viewers like little dogs. Like, oh yeah, if you give me your money, I do a little trick for you. Like, come on.
So if you had a filet mignon steak, wow, I get that once.
Okay, we fucking get it. We fucking get it. Move on.
And it's mouth-wateringly delicious. If you had a mouth-wateringly delicious steak every single day, it will become commonplace that it's not special anymore. And sadly, I think that's what's happened with my live streaming, is people take it for granted. Phil will be live streaming.
People take it for granted. Yeah, okay. That's great.
Doing every day. Phil live streams every day. Therefore, it's not special. When he does it, it's not a big deal, right?
Right.
So I think what I'm going to do is significantly reduce the amount that I live stream. Not the amount of videos that I'm making, not the amount of, games that I'm playing.
Oh, yeah,
just the live streaming portion of it itself. So what I think I'm going to do moving forward, okay, this is pretty much in effect as of right now, directly today. If a new release is coming out, if I'm doing a special session of something, and like, for example, multiplayer, or if there's a new update to a game, okay, a new episode of a game or something like that, I'm probably going to live stream it. So I'll give you a perfect example, all right? Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Sombra in Overwatch. It just had a big new update yesterday. New character, new tweaks to existing characters.
I'm curious to see if he's going to buy more loot boxes. I have a feeling he has. He did. A feeling he did. So, but remember guys, he's financially struggling.
To play a session of Overwatch, okay? Tomorrow, I will live stream that. Makes sense to live stream that. It's something different. It's something that people will want to see live and react to. So that's going to be tomorrow. It will be live streamed. Friday, Pokemon Moon releases. I will be live streaming my first session of Pokemon Moon. It's a new game. People want to see it right away, right? I'll probably get decent stream attendance because people are excited for the new game. All right?
All right.
But when I'm moving on and continuing on playthroughs, for example, playing Watch Dogs from now on. When I play Watch Dogs 2, I'm not going to live stream it. Because right now, I'm over 5 hours into the game, actually.
Look, I'll be honest, I do like this change. I think it's kind of with good intentions, because he wants to have the premiere be like a special thing and all that. That's fair. That's a fair thing to do, so I kind of like that. Because when I was watching Watch Dogs 2, I just kind of lost interest after that, because he just kind of dilly-dallies in that game. That game, I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but when every stream I catch him playing Watch Dogs 2, it's so fucking boring. He just fucks around, he buys clothes, that's all he's been doing. He's been pretty much playing dress-up in that game. And what else? He also just fucks around. Like, it's not fun anymore to watch. Like, the first day was like, okay, this is kind of whatever. But now it's just like, oh my god, I just want to see him do a mission. And that's the thing I also want to criticize with Phil. It is an open world game. He doesn't do the story missions. Like, that's the main thing people want to see. They want to see the story missions, not the side ops, not the side missions. It's fine to do side missions here and there, but he does more side missions than than story missions. And every time he does the story mission, he's not like, oh, I guess I'll do a story mission. Whatever.
Yesterday I played for 5 hours, and right now I'm over 8 hours into the game. And the bottom line is the majority of people who watch my videos have not watched every video yet. They're not caught up with the playthrough. So if they watch the live stream, they're going to get spoiled on the playthrough, right? And stream engagement is low because I'm a chunk into this ongoing longish game.
Longish.
People aren't turning out for the streams. Therefore, there's no reason for me to live stream everything, okay? So what you're going to find is every week, it's going to be different. Some weeks, I'll be streaming a lot more. If there's a lot of new games coming out and a reason to live stream, I'll live stream more. If it's a week when I'm just doing ongoing playthroughs of games that have been going on for several weeks, maybe I won't live stream at all. But when I do a multiplayer session of one of these games, then I'll probably live stream those, because those, it's a kind of commentary where I'm constantly reacting constantly to what's going on. It's not just about me continuing on the story or something of an ongoing playthrough. And I think that that might lend itself a little bit better to a live stream because it could be more interactive. When I'm playing a game online, right, multiplayer game, I could talk to the stream chat. It doesn't really take away from the video, right?
Okay. But it takes away, but talking to stream chat in any other playthrough takes away from the video, but not when it's multiplayer. Okay.
So, immediately as of today, that's the deal. New releases, online multiplayer, and special events will be live streamed, but other things like ongoing playthroughs will not. So, for example, perfect example coming up this week, I'm going to be doing Overwatch and Pokemon Moon, but once those premieres are done, I'm not going to live stream the rest. It's all going to be recorded offline and uploaded to DSP Gaming like it always has been and or maybe should have been in the past several years. Therefore, those who would have watched the live stream will watch the videos. I'll get more views, which I need right now desperately to keep my business afloat.
Views.
And it won't seem like people coming to the stream are diluted. Another thing is, I'll be honest here. When I first play a game, when I'm first starting to play...
part of me wishes I have a soundboard. Like, I know I could kind of set one up, but I think that's going to take... I don't want to fucking do that one. I just want like a little machine. And just have one that says, views, views, views. I don't want to be Mr. Views every time he talks about views.
Dude, people are engaged. They're in the stream. They're talking about the game. They're all excited. Once you get into the middle of an ongoing playthrough, people lose interest. They start talking about other stuff. I'll be honest, the stream chat today had...
But like, that's the whole point of the stream chat. Let the stream chat talk about whatever they want to talk about. Why does it have to be about the game, about you, about... Let them talk about whatever they want to talk about. Why do they have to be forced to talk about you or the game?
Nothing to do with the game whatsoever. Everyone talking in the stream chat today was talking about Overwatch, was talking about this and that. Nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, because they have the right to talk about whatever they want. When I go to the Mega 64 stream, when they stream their podcast, it's not... You know, you can talk about whatever you want. You can talk about fucking, like, whatever, and they'll let you talk about it. They're not gonna sit there and be like, they aren't talking about the podcast. They aren't talking about us, guys. Ban them. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, come on. Really? You're gonna start getting shitty because they're not talking about you or the game? Like, well, why does that matter?
That takes away from the stream. People are trying to...
How does it take away from the stream? They're watching the stream and talking with other people. When you're hanging out with your friends, see, this is the other thing. He keeps trying to give this narrative as well that you're watching the stream, and it's like being in the room with me. So if you're playing a game with a couple of your friends, are your friends just gonna be talking about the game or you? No, they're gonna talk about other shit. They're gonna be like, hey man, you know, we saw this movie. It was a really good movie. You know, this and that. Because they're fucking humans. They're fucking people, Phil. They have other opinions, other insight that they want to share, and when they go to the stream chat, they can form this little community and make friends that way. They're not gonna make friends if they're forced to talk about certain topics. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I wonder what people are chatting about. What the fuck is this? It has nothing to do with the game. So, there you have it. I'm going to take away that element completely. It's just going to be me playing these ongoing playthroughs offline like I used to and uploading the videos to YouTube. So the streaming is going to change significantly starting right now.
That's why? Because people aren't talking about you or the game? Are you fucking kidding? Wow. Wow, guys. Congratulations. The whole point of streaming, the whole fun you had talking with other people, fuck that. You're not talking about me or the game. So, now we're only going to stream when I want to stream. I mean, again, I don't mind that he's streaming less. That's not bad. But saying that one of the reasons being that they're not talking about you or the game, it's fucking stupid. It's a terrible reason. It's a terrible reason, flat out. Like you're taking out a feature that a lot of people of his fan base enjoy doing. It's like, I mean, the only way that you can make friends now in DSP's community is on his shitty ass forums. But I mean, if you're willing to give Phil your IP address on Stream Chat, then you should be okay with giving your IP address on his forums. So I mean, there you go.
Now, all right. If you want the absolute black and white yes or no on when and I won't and will and won't be streaming, excuse me, you got to follow me on Twitter at @TheyCallMeDSP. On Twitter every night I put up a schedule, and I'll tell you on that schedule whether or not I'll be streaming or not the next day. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Last but not least, this is the final thing. The holidays are coming up, and that means
final thing. Oh, okay, good. It's 5 minutes. All right. That's a pretty good final thing. But the holidays are coming, guys. Oh, boy.
Things. Number one, I'm going to be doing some holiday-themed videos coming up shortly. And number two, the year-end series are coming. Let's talk about both of those things, okay? First of all, coming up next week, it's Thanksgiving in the United States. You might not know what that day means if you don't live in the United States.
Oh, my God. Everyone knows what Thanksgiving is. Every European knows what Thanksgiving is. My mom, who is from Greece, knew what Thanksgiving is. I mean... Well, you know what? She might not have known it actually, but I'm pretty sure most Europeans know what Thanksgiving is because because they know things. Okay, they know.
United States, it's a big national holiday for us, where we celebrate being thankful for all the things that we get.
Oh man, that's what he thinks Thanksgiving is. Okay.
Throughout the year, whether it's health, whether it's money, whether it's friends.
Money. This guy thinks that Thanksgiving is a holiday on being thankful. Go back to school, Phil, to learn about pilgrims and Indians. Maybe that will help. That will give you a little hint at what Thanksgiving is. But okay, it's about thankful about healthcare and money and friends. Phil only has one of those things.
And family, whether it's anything that's a positive thing, we celebrate that on this day, our thankfulness for it.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing probably either an Instagram post or a special vlog in regards to our Thanksgiving meal that we're going to have.
Really? You're going to do a vlog about your fucking meal? Okay, guys, look at my turkey, okay? It's pretty big, but remember, donate to my Patreon because I'm running out of money, okay? I'm struggling to pay my bills. Now, we also have some cranberry sauce, okay? And look at Leah, she's cooking so, okay? And I'm just filming a video, okay?
Here, okay? My Christmas tree. We're putting up our Christmas tree next week, actually.
Next week? You're putting on your Christmas tree? Oh my god, he runs his house like a fucking store. Because I'm sure by next week, when you go into like a Walmart or a mall or wherever, they're gonna start putting Christmas decorations. Well, actually, they already put up the Santa thing in my mall. They already did that. He runs his house like that. Dude, you're supposed to put your Christmas tree up in December, not November. Look, the last day of November. Look. You know, I'm sorry I'm getting like kind of fucking triggered, but next week it's still November. We have 2 weeks left in November, or a week and a half left of November or so, and he's gonna put his Christmas tree up next week. Are you fucking kidding me with this? December is when you put up your Christmas tree, you fucking idiot.
Actually, it's going to be Wednesday night of next week. I'm going to be vlogging that like I always do. It'll be several parts where we walk through the Christmas tree, getting put up, show you the different things that we're doing with it this year. Should be pretty entertaining. I'll be talking about stuff that went on this year in those videos. It's going to be interesting. I always love trimming the tree, and I think this year will be no exception. So that's going to be coming up in the next week or so. You're going to see those videos on my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. But the most important one out of all this, the year-end series, the funniest moments of the year. Every year I do this series, it's the fan-voted funniest moments of the year, meaning that all this year, you, the viewers...
Imagine if someone puts, like, his Scarface playthrough up, like, oh yeah, Scarface! He's probably never gonna put Scarface if someone nominates it.
Have nominated things that you found hilarious in my video game playthroughs and or my videos on YouTube on my website, thekingofhate.com. What I'm going to be doing shortly, meaning in early December, I'm going to take that listing of the things that you nominated, and I'm going to create some polls by which you're going to be able to vote on my forums on what you thought were the funniest things of all year long. I'm going to take the results of those polls and make a countdown series of videos at the end of the year that I'm going to put up on my new YouTube channel, KOGaming, that's going to make pretty fun countdowns of the funniest stuff. Now, here's the deal. I don't talk about this a lot. It's really just the really long-time viewers who end up nominating stuff for this countdown, okay?
Okay.
If you are a current viewer of mine, you watch my playthroughs, you watch my vlogs, you watch all this stuff, please, if you find something that you think is just really interesting and or funny and it should be in this countdown, I need you to go to thekingofhate.com.
Give me your IP address.
General section. There's already a thread. It's been up there all year, stickied, where you can post up these nominations for the funniest moments. I know right now people are watching stuff like Watch Dogs and Dishonored and all the first-person shooter gameplay I've done in the past several weeks, like Battlefield and almost said Warcraft, Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty, and there's tons of funny moments in that stuff. But I need you guys to help me because it's your series. It's the fan voted. So you need to nominate and vote on these so that we can, you know, for me, it's hard. I've played all these games, right? Every day I'm playing anywhere from 3 to maybe 5-6 hours of gameplay a day. Meaning this year alone.
Dude, it's so hard. I mean, like, when I go to my EMT service and I do that shit, and then it's like I have to deal with people who are going through a lot of health issues or whatever. That's nothing compared to Phil's schedule. He has such a hard little life. Waking up around noon, getting his stream set up, playing video games. What a hard life he has. Oh, the brave soul. The brave soul. Look at him. He's fucking he's worked out, man. Like let him sleep.
Up to now, I've probably played over, 1,000 freaking hours of gameplay, if not more. I can't remember the funniest stuff, You're the ones who, when you're watching it, oh, that's hilarious. Let me make a note of it. That's kind of the thing that...
Yeah, do my work. You write down what's funny. I don't want to do it. You do it.
Series work every year. So please, go to thekingofhate.com, nominate your funny moments, and when it comes up in early December and I make the polls, I'll let you know when they're live so you can start voting on the year-end stuff. All right?
Okay.
In summary... Number one, I seem to be doing a little bit better financially than I was for the past few months. I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood. We'll see how it goes. Thank you to those who have been watching my videos, who've been watching the live streams, who have been turning off ad blocker, and who have pledged to my Patreon. It's definitely helped. Let's keep this positivity going. Number two, as of right now, it seems YouTube's copyright issues are starting to slow down a little bit. Therefore, I'm going to slowly start making playthroughs that I made private last year due to the false copyright strikes live. Pokemon Omega Ruby is already live. You could already watch that, and I'll be looking to make others live in the future, but baby steps, okay? Number three, live streaming is changing dramatically. I'm not going to be live streaming everything. It's only going to be for premieres and special events like multiplayer events and marathons and stuff like that. Therefore, check my schedule every single night on Twitter at @TheyCallMeDSP to know when and when I am and am not live streaming. And last but not least, the holiday stuff's coming up. Thanksgiving, Christmas tree trimming, and year-end series. Please contribute and please nominate your funniest moments on my forums. That's it, everyone, for a big update. I hope you enjoyed it and it was informative. I'm back to playing Watch Dogs 2 right now. And you, I hope, have a good night. Peace out, everyone. See you soon.
Okay, we're going to go to Giant Killer's Twitter. Okay. And let's see. There's a forum post I want to get to. Let's do a few. We can do a few forum posts, guys. Are you fucking excited to do forum posts again? Let's see how this captures. I'm gonna look at that. Yeah, it captures pretty well. I'm gonna be reading it anyway, so bear with me. If you don't want to be here with me reading shit, hope you enjoy the video. But for those who want to see this, so Phil says, What is the point of watching someone play a video game if the commentary isn't about the game? The point of watching someone play a video game is to watch them play a video game and to kind of be there with them and kind of like it's kind of like hanging out with the person who's doing the commentary. That's why when the person does the commentary, when he plays the video game and he's talking about the game or about a story in his life and stuff like that, it's more personable and more likable. So people kind of like that feeling. If they're just talking about the game itself, it's like okay, that's whatever. But well, the way that Phil does it as well is just kind of boring because it's just like, oh look, he has a hat on. Oh man. Oh, look at the cop. He's crashing into buildings. Oh man. Like, it's stuff like that. It's very observational and it's not very engaging. So there you go. No, really. If you want to be entertained, you can go watch a TV, movie, listen to music, or do one of a million other things. If someone is doing commentary over a game, shouldn't it be about the game? But like, with a movie, a TV show, and all that kind of stuff, like, yeah, that's entertaining, but that's stuff that's like engaging in other ways. Like, for movies and some TV shows that tell a story, it's like, oh, you get to see a story and unfold and all this kind of stuff. When you're watching a YouTuber play a video game, there's really no narrative with that YouTuber. There's a narrative with the game, but it's just you're watching him play the game. So his commentary should be about anything that the person wants. But like, he's kind of shaming other YouTubers by saying this, but it's kind of whatever. Even the guys who do Mystery Science Theater 3000 are talking about the movie, albeit constantly making fun of it. But like, yeah, I'm sorry. I have so much phlegm. I'm sorry. But the thing with that show on Mystery Science Theater is that they're riffing on a movie. You're playing a video game. I mean, yeah, you could do the same, but it's like, you know, that's a show. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any episodes of Mystery Science Theater, so I can't really say for sure. So I might have to look it up. I might have to watch an episode. I seriously can't believe that mature people don't find it obnoxious when someone who is supposedly making a let's play of a game is constantly going off topic, not even paying attention to what they're doing or what's going on in game. If you're going to do that, turn off the fucking game and then just talk to a camera. Why are you even watching that video? But the thing is that's kind of boring about talking to a camera. It's just that it's just, you know, a guy staring at a camera like, blah, 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 I'm talking, blah, blah, blah. Like, here you have like I'm reading a forum post, we watched a video together, you know, there's visually engaging stuff. If it's just me talking to a camera, that's not going to be very entertaining as much. And I never understood that either. Like, when I was looking at like Alpha Omega Sin for a while, and a lot of these other YouTubers that kind of do that, I kind of don't get I mean, it's entertaining for a bit, but it's like, but when they go on for too long, it gets kind of boring without anything else. Like, here it's me reading this and reacting to it, so it's kind of different. Kind of. But, I mean, this channel is not very... This channel isn't my creative side thing, you know, my main channel is, not this channel. But Theo, I thought this was your main channel. But I like how he says that how can mature people like this? But it's like, people can watch whatever, and whatever. I love that he keeps bashing people who watch videos of people who talk more than just about the game. Like, it's like, how dare they watch a YouTuber that has a more interesting video than me? It sounds to me like most of the people who post here are telling me that they don't enjoy watching me play games anymore. Maybe then I should just not live stream at all. Record the raw stuff offline and upload it to DSP Gaming so I don't have to hear all day how Phil was boring on stream, and instead just focus on playing and enjoying the games for myself. I don't know anymore, but like, I mean, obviously I think this is before the vlog, so I mean, I'll give him credit. I'll let that slide, kind of, but it's just Watch Dogs 2 was significantly boring because all you did was play dress up and just walk and dick around in Watch Dogs 2. Like, you didn't do anything entertaining in that game. But whatever. Sorry, I'm not a believer that long-form video game playthroughs are dead and boring. But like, they work for streams, they don't work for recorded games, and they are dead and boring. And I'm not a believer that you have to, constantly be gabbing about off-topic things during gameplay either. I am a believer that YouTube viewers have changed because it's a new generation of instant gratification demanding kids who don't have the maturity to even understand that what they watch should have some kind of useful meaning outside of meaningless cheap laugh. I think that stuff is crap, and honestly, I think a lot of people who agree with me, but I think a lot of people agree with that. I thought something else. But they've grown up and don't watch many of my videos anymore because they simply don't have enough time to. So it's dead. That's what you just said there. That even the people who agree with you there, they stop watching you because it's too long, which is one of the complaints that people have, and that they're dead and boring. But the thing is that there's nothing meaningful about your playthroughs. I don't know where he gets this idea that his playthroughs are such meaningful works of art or whatever. They're just him playing a fucking video game. And, let's see, what else did he say? Meaningless crap, but you're just playing a fucking video game. There's really nothing going on there. Instant gratification demanding kids. Okay, look. When you go to a movie, would you rather see a movie that has a good pace, that's like kind of like, you know, it holds your interest and it keeps going, or would you want to see a movie that's like 3 hours long and there's like just nothing going on? It's just like, alright, we're going here. Like, it's just, people are not going to pick that movie. They're going to pick the one with a better pace, that moves along, that has an interesting story. Like, in some way, shape, or form, for people to hold their interest within a movie, there has to be something gripping them. Like 2001 Space Odyssey, it's a long movie and it's kind of boring, but the thing that grips you is the visual abstractions that movie has, and how abstract the story is, and how it just drops you into this in this universe, and it's like, okay, figure it out, and that alone is gripping. But if you have a movie that has nothing going on, nothing gripping, people are just gonna leave. That's his playthroughs. His playthroughs have nothing that's gripping you. Like, all he has is the video game. But if he does nothing but side content and just play dress up in Watch Dogs 2 that he's been doing, people are gonna leave because that's so fucking boring. So maybe moving forward, I do the playthroughs offline. Besides, maybe a launch day stream to build some hype. I think he said the same thing. I can do constantly observational commentary. I do edit the videos of the reviews of said games, and maybe try to do montages of best stuff. He does do montages. Montages are fucking dead. So that's going down in them. When I have time, he never has time. He never has time. So montages are dead, which is tough because right now I don't even have enough time to get through the games and simply review them. But during the summer, he did no montages. Notice that? Summer downtime, no montages. Maybe the constant streaming is taking away the attraction of watching my videos because I'm not running a 24/7 comedy show. Okay, whatever. Is there any other forum posts? I know he has other forum posts that I was gonna address. Let's just do. Man. Oh, this is the one I want to do as well, but we'll do this one as well, and we'll get to the top one. What's hilarious is that the commentary I'm doing is, one, exactly what got me successful on YouTube to begin with, and two, it evolved based on direct viewer feedback over 8 years. So people wanted to be less interesting and be bland, because I'm sorry, like, his old playthroughs might not have been great, but his commentary was fucking colorful than compared to now. Like, before it was like, oh, he's saying this guy shit, oh yeah, oh, fuck you, man, oh, all this stuff was fucking entertaining. Now it's like, oh, wow, look at that, no, like, it's just that shit, like, oh, wow, entertaining, guys. Essentially, the feedback people are giving me is this. All of your feedback was incorrect. You changed for the worse. He did change for the worse. Even though everyone demanded you change, evolve, or you'd be irrelevant. But, like, the changes he took the feedback that was good and did terrible changes with that feedback. Like, he didn't change for the better. He kind of misunderstood what people wanted and made a terrible product. I don't know why I'm wearing these. There's no audio. But yeah, it's like, who fucking cares? Like, you made terrible changes. Give up on what you've done and enjoy because nobody cares anymore. The YouTube viewing audience is completely different, and you can't help that. Give up on what you've been doing what you've done and enjoy, because but like, are these changes that he did? Are these feedbacks that people gave him? I don't know, because he kind of gave up on what he enjoyed, but whatever. Watch other YouTubers and copy them. Not really. That's not a good idea. But he's a clown now, so there you go. Because they're popular and you're not, regardless if that's actually what you like doing. I'm not sure if that's advice at all. That sounds exactly like what Jack Welch did with General Electric. Oh my God, again. Oh man, he copied everyone else. He took his failing business and made it successful. How dare he? Changed the majority of the business to keep it afloat while completely abandoning all of the hard work and philosophy and meaning behind the company. But he was failing. He was like on the brink of bankruptcy, so he had to do something, or he was gonna be homeless. And he figured, we've been over this before. This Jack Welch thing is fucking stupid, but whatever. Edit. I'm not sure where the impression that I'm going to have tons more free time is coming from. Honestly, if you do less streaming, you should have more free time, theoretically, I guess. I'll still be playing the same amount of gameplay, 3.5 hours earlier, 2+ hours later, although I'll maybe get an extra 45 minutes or so a day because I won't have to set up the streams and do formal pre-streams all the time. So, how and where exactly am I getting tons of extra free time to edit videos? I'm a bit lost. Wake up earlier. Wake up earlier. Like, dude, when I want to do a reaction video like this, I try to wake up earlier so I have more time to do my own shit. I know, crazy, right? So let's go to this one. This is a long post, guys. Fucking sit down and and let's get through this. When I started on YouTube, my commentary was more roasting the game than anything else, constantly making fun of the characters, gameplay design, etc., and completely ignoring cutscenes in favor of raunchy jokes and the like. Yeah, I mean, some of the commentary was pretty good. I like some of the commentary. Some of the comments could have been tweaked better, for sure. And I don't think that anyone should talk during cutscenes, personally. Unless to me, the only time you can talk through a cutscene is if you're doing a replay of the game. Like, if I play Metal Gear Solid 5, let's say, I do a first stream of it, ever, okay, I'm not gonna talk through cutscenes, or I'll try to keep it to a minimum. But if I'm, like, doing the same mission again, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna replay the game, then I'll talk through cutscenes if I want to play through them or just skip them entirely. But that's my own philosophy on that. After about 1.5 years, I love how you keep saying 1.5. Like, you can't say in half years or whatever. Whatever. 1.5 years of that, my viewing audience told me that since I was going to be taking it more seriously as a full-time job, I should have more serious commentary. That's the thing that killed him. Oh my God. I think I might have said this in an old video. If you look onto the channel, or maybe on my main channel, because I did some DSP videos on that channel, like, way back when. But if you go back, I think I said that his YouTube channel died when he decided to do this as a job and treated it like a job. It killed it, because the whole thing that was fun and entertaining about his commentary was that he was playing a game and he was having fun. Now it's like, I need to be serious. No, I said this during Resident Evil 5. Wow, I'm like, whatever. But he said this during Resident Evil 5, where, and I said, in his old playthrough of Resident Evil 5, he sounded like he was having fun, and he was having a good time and all this stuff. Now when he's playing games, he doesn't sound like he's enjoying them. He just sounds like he's there for the money, he's there to make money and for this to be a job. That is not a good mentality to have in a unconventional job, in my opinion. If you're doing something that is a job for you, that's not a conventional job, you should not treat it like a conventional job, in my opinion, but whatever. Stop talking over cutscenes so much. Actually pay more attention to the game. Make jokes and fun. Make jokes and fun. But not at the expense of the gameplay itself, so I began to adapt. But some of these adaptations are fucking dumb. But yeah, you should pay attention to the game when they tell you stuff that is important, so you know what the fuck to do. Like, that's kind of a basic thing. You don't really have to take it seriously to do that. Like, when I play a video game, I'm not getting paid to, but I pay attention to it because, you know, I'm playing a fucking video game and I figure that's important. For bigger AAA games, it was a combination. Still make fun of stuff, but also try to respectively. Oh my god, dude! I'm sorry. Like, my screen is a little dirty. I gotta clean my screen, and it's like I'm reading like tiny little text. Okay, fucking cut me a fucking break, guys. Also try to enjoy the games more. Don't just flub through everything, but make an honest effort to learn the games. Okay. Alright. This started to be seen in a major way, I'd say in 2013, when I adopted direct capture. Since my product started looking more professional, I tried to play better as well. I tackled games and genres that I never had before, and started respecting game series I'd completely ignored. Like Scarface. Fast forward to today. My commentary is very observational, which is fucking shitty. It's boring commentary and it's lazy. Get rid of this. Get rid of observational. It's no... Only the blind people can appreciate that. And the humor comes and goes dependent on what kind of game it is. What is going on in that game, and if I currently have to massively concentrate on the plot and or gameplay elements, or if there's downtime when I can't just talk. It's very different from my old attitude of just make fun of everything, blab over everything with amateur commentary. For sure, because it evolved on a basis of what I was told was a shortcoming of my playthroughs. But, like, the commentary he made was kind of shitty and kind of like, but it was more engaging and more lively. Now he just sounds like he's ready to go to sleep every time he plays the game. Like, it's this kind of boring. So people get bored because he sounds bored. Now, 8 years later, you're seriously going to tell me that there's too much dead air in my playthrough. I think someone actually, I think Eddie posted, or maybe it was someone else posted, someone in his forums actually counted the dead air. But when it's dead air, it's like, it's him messing around with Stream Chat. You cannot have it both ways. When you tell someone to evolve, you can't tell them to devolve back. From my perspective, YouTubers took the easy way out, adopted a style of gameplay, video commentary that appeals to the lowest common denominator, while he makes similar jokes that's on the Nickelodeon, and he says lame jokes, and he sounds like a clown. Yeah, but he's not addressing that, and that's mature commentary when he's like, ooh, like that kind of shit, right? Just like a Sonic 2006 playthrough. That's very adult. I.e., kids with ADD who aren't watching the video for gameplay at all, or to learn about the game, but just want a quick viral laugh. A quick viral laugh. That's wow, that's something. And then they'll just close the video. Okay. Oh, I got my laugh for the day. Close video. Okay. They realized that this kind of audience was prominent and sadly incredibly lucrative, despite market research showing that these viewers don't buy products. Okay. I mean, I'm very curious to see where he sees his market research, because they're just kids on smartphones. Their parents bought them, yet all the ad revenue goes to them because YouTube is still in its incredible infancy when it comes to such things. Yeah, okay, sure. I love that he thinks that everyone has ADD when they watch videos and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's not a really nice thing to say about kids, because They just have a lot of energy because they're fucking kids. Come on. Have you ever been a kid, Phil? Remember when you're oh my god, mate. Your metabolic stage and all that stuff, all your metabolic digestion was very, very quick and very like this. You had all this energy in the world. When you get older, that kind of slows down, and that's why he's fucking fat. You know, when you hit your 20s, you start to realize, oh shit, I'm not, processing food as quickly anymore, and I'm getting fat. If you watch my playthrough of a game, you'll get laughs. No, you won't. But you'll also get a valid understanding of what the game is, the plot, the gameplay, the art style, world design, etc. And you'll get to see nothing of the sort because he fucking doesn't understand shit. Look at his Inside playthrough. He didn't get that game, and that game was like kind of an artsy game. Half the games when the games go for like a very abstract ending, he doesn't fucking get it. You'll get my on-the-fly analysis of the game and comparisons to other games I've played. You'll get an education. Part of me kind of cringed at that, but okay. And an understanding of what the game devs were going for. Yeah, okay, sure. The problem is 90% of the kids who watch gameplay videos are only there for the immediate gratification of a laugh. So if there isn't one immediately, they deem my videos boring and move on. Okay, sure. That's why. I love how he keeps thinking that the average YouTube viewer who watches Let's Plays are kids. Like, he still thinks that. Like, really? Okay. The sad fact is that over the years, I've gotten far better at this, but the viewing audience has gotten much more younger. Okay. Immature and trite. I'm not exactly sure what I can do about that. The negative stigma attached to me on YouTube doesn't help. Good luck convincing anyone that my playthroughs are more genuine, meaningful, that someone else, when half of the internet immediately writes me off because of this is how you don't play videos. Instead of rolling with those videos and saying, yes, there are times where I suck at video games, it just takes a personal blow, man. It hits him so much, so close to home. This is fucking sad, guys. This got real too soon. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Our boy Dragon Killer, shout out to you. You provided some tight, hot fucking forum posts. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Have a nice day, week, whatever. Have a nice life.